Alright, I would like to say that I'm pretty honest when it comes to the state of the channel and what goes on and why stuff happens. Like, if stuff goes wrong and I can't record something for a while, I would like to say I'm usually honest in that, and I bring it up and I say, you know, like, this is happening, it's not going to be stuff for a while. And unfortunately it's one of those cases again where I'm gonna have to do something like that and basically point out that there's going to be just about, you know, very little in video LP content coming up for quite a while. So let's get that one out of the way right now. Now clearly I can't just go out there stating it without some sort of reasoning. I mean, that's basic in science anyway, is that you've always got to sort of explain your reasoning and say why stuff has to be the way it is and all of that. And my reason is very sort of debilitating anyway. I've literally lost like everything I've done on my desktop in the last bit because of circumstances way beyond my sort of control here, and not circumstances I didn't plan for either. Just none of my plans actually did what they told me to because Windows. Or what I told them to, sorry. Basically what happened, you guys know that I've been getting the solid state hard drive installed, and that's all fine, that's installed and it's great, it really is. It's, from the second I turn on the power for my computer, less than 40 seconds, you know, after that I can start doing something on the desktop. It's amazing. However, for anybody who knows anything about solid-state drives, you will know that their capacity compared to hard disk drives, the more traditional ones, is extremely limited. The drive I've got is 120 gig. I thought it was 150, but it's I apparently got told lies that way, so whatever. But yeah, it's 120 gig, and you can appreciate that my hard drive, my hard disk drive, is like 2 tera, and you know, terabytes obviously. And I would like to say about 350 to 400 gigs worth of stuff on there. So quite clearly that could not all be migrated across when a new drive got installed. And essentially what has happened with that is that pretty much none of the stuff that I had on there actually got migrated across. And what has essentially happened is that, you know, I would need to look at my old hard drive and get all the stuff off of it. But apparently the guy found a virus or something on there, which is kind of going to corrupt a whole load of stuff if he was to just migrate it all across. So what he's had to do is he's had to completely reformat my old hard drive, which means that I do not have any of the stuff which was on there. So all of the games I've been playing, all of the games that I have played or had any sort of files that I had on there over the last 9.5 months or so that I've had the desktop for it, all gone. All gone. Now, the first thing that people will say here is, well, why didn't you make a backup? And this is where my sort of fallacy prevention plan stuff sort of backfired, to say the least. I did make a backup. I told Windows explicitly to back up everything in the user document, in the user folder, you know, which is the game account folder on my old PC, because that's what my ID profile thing was called. And I did that, and it was fine, and the backup was successful, and it had like hundreds of gigs of stuff, so I assumed it worked and everything was saved. But that was a lie. Windows only saved the default stuff, despite me explicitly telling it to save more than that. Windows only saved the default folders and everything within its little backup, like, policy shit. And that pretty much screws me over right from the start, because that means I don't have anything except what's in my documents, my pictures, music, videos, which is all of the videos that I've already uploaded, so that's fucking useless. But yeah, all of that, and for some reason downloads and app data, of all things, is included in that, and I don't quite understand how. But yeah, that's all been saved, but nothing else. Now, as you can appreciate, I'm sure it's the same with everybody else here as well. You don't store everything in like my documents folders and stuff. You store them in folders and files in your user folder, because that's what you would do. That's what makes sense to do. But they weren't backed up. because Windows Backup didn't actually save them like I told it to. So essentially what that means at this point is that I've lost everything which was in there, which includes the games folder for ZSNES, it includes Visual Boy Advance, it includes everything like Genius of Sephiroth as well, and that sucks. That really sucks. Now I had a second plan for this just in case my backup didn't work properly, and I tried to save manually save the Game Account folder on my external hard drive as well, so I actually had a second copy. Now that doesn't seem to have worked either, because for some reason it looks to me now, and I only found this out after I gave the computer in for getting the new drive in and stuff, it seems that that particular thing got cancelled somehow halfway through, and I don't have any significant folders off of that. I actually have Perfect Cherry Blossom of all things got saved, although that's not the copy which I'm running at the moment. But yeah, nothing actually got kept within that, which means that both of my attempts at backing up stuff apparently didn't work, which utterly sucks. Now I literally have no way of getting any of the files back here, and that definitely completely screws any plans of LPing stuff that I had. The one thing which I can still do is Rayman Origins, because for some reason Steam saves Rayman Origins under my documents or something. There's a saved games folder in my documents which Rayman Origins and Sonic Generations have been saved in, which means I do actually have my save file for Rayman, and I probably will be going ahead and continuing that LP, but for production and stuff, I've got to do it all over again. I've got to do all of production again, I've got to try and do all of THT2 again, and I've got to hope that I can get somewhat similar cards to what I had before. And yeah, that really sucks. You know what else really sucks? Not being able to do Resurrection Butterfly. Seriously, I cannot do this card to save my... I did not get hit by that. Yeah, this card sucks, seriously. It'll be like... The best I've ever done is one mistake, and that's it. But that was free, so whatever. The card sucks. Yeah. So basically, I'm completely fucked. I don't even have friggin' Undefined Fantastic Object on here. I have today taken my old laptop, my one that's just now my uni laptop, back with me so that I can take all of the stuff off of there, which I believe should have... Let me get this right. I've got a ZSNES copy on there, I've got a VBA copy on there, I've got Project 64 just in case I do anything with that, but don't expect that. What else is on there? I do have Genius of Sephiroth otherwise. I need to get my old save file, my post-game save file, at least to the start of the post-game. I need to get that back from Slow because he's got that, and I don't, obviously. And I can probably get a couple of other things off of there. Maybe Joy to Key, I think, is another one I can get, which would be useful for general stuff. But I don't have any save files on there, so I'm still gonna have to redo the entirety of production, which is not good because that means I've got to do all the crap like Zephyr Manor and all of that again too. Yeah, I have no idea how long that's gonna take me, and I'm hopeful that it's not going to take me eons, but I imagine it probably will because I am also playing Pokemon quite semi-religiously at the moment as well. But I also lost my Minecraft stuff as well. I think I still have a loose save, of, not with all the mod items as well, but I have a loose save of my old LP world, non-LP world, my very first world. Thank God for that. But you know, because I had a mushroom biome right at the start of it, it's pretty great. But I have nothing from what I had before. And it's really sad because this shouldn't have had to happen. I don't understand why it even did happen, you know. But it's a fact of life, it happened. There's nobody really to blame for it because I had contingency plans and I definitely had that set. And they all failed, so, you know, that's not my fault. Oops. That was dumb. That was incredibly dumb. But yeah, it's not my fault that my own sort of safe failsafe plans failed here. And yeah, it's not the guy who installed it, installed the drive's fault, because, you know, he was told that he could remove stuff because of whatever, but yeah, it's not his fault that there was apparently a virus on the thing. How that would have gone through Avast though, I don't know, because Avast is a very good sort of virus stopper. And so I don't understand how that would have happened. I want to not be an idiot like that with this, but I want to sort of go back and ask him just what happened there actually, because I don't know all the details to it yet, and I really would like to, because I'd like to know why I had to lose everything basically. Wow, that was impressive. So yeah, sorry, just a quick thing of saying, hey, I've got to do that for a sec. I know I got hit once during that, by the way. It's a nice little glitch with the border timing thing, which is great. Because you got a little bit of invincibility after a border, so if you actually get hit during that invincibility in a spell card, you don't lose the spell bonus. Really neat glitch, actually. I quite enjoy exploiting that one sometimes. Yes, that's about it for that. Come on, Alice, next attack already, seriously. Ugh. Whatever, I never fail this attack, but apparently I do today because I'm just not thinking right. Yeah, this entire run has been completely terrible, but whatever, you know. This is basically just one long thing of saying, well, I can't do much anymore. I could do Touhou stuff, but I'm not always in the mood for playing Touhou. I mean, I've played it a lot recently, actually, but it's not something I play as much as people might think I play it. And so, yeah. Streaming stuff is probably not out of the question either, but I don't want to do lots of streaming when I'm supposed to be sort of getting my LPs back on track, so that's unlikely to happen as much. Unless people want me to focus more on the streaming stuff, I guess, I don't know. But yeah, as it currently stands, I don't have much of a way of getting back to where I was in things. I mean, what would you guys do in this situation, or what do you want me to do in this situation? Because I honestly have no idea what I should actually do here. And yeah, if you could leave a comment of helping or whatever, then that would be nice. Me moving my mic around is also kind of nice, but yeah, that's basically what I've got to say. So stuff is going to be a lot more limited, and I mean, Rayman I can finish. Rayman's actually fairly close to finishing, I think, so I should probably finish that. And then I don't know. I mean, I could start a new LP thing whilst I'm trying to get the other stuff back, but you've got to remember I don't have a world of time for playing stuff, because again, PhD stuff kind of does take up most of the day. And it's not a good situation at all. Maybe somebody could help me out in terms of production and get a save file that's up to the area that I need to be at. Maybe if you're generous with that. See, the worst thing is I actually have another video of production which I need to edit, but I haven't sort of edited it yet because it's you know, now that I found out I don't have the save file and stuff anymore, would feel like a kick in the teeth, saying, hey, you know, I can't play this anymore, but here's one more video anyway. And I would imagine people would just go, well, what the hell are you talking about, Cal? You've got a video here, keep going with the LP. And I fucking can't, because it's going to take me hours to get back there. I wish I was exaggerating that, but even with save states, it's going to take me like at least probably 6 or 7 hours to get back there. Because there's a lot of levels to go through at this point. Really, a lot of levels. So yeah, if anybody wants to help out there, I'd be more than willing to take it. As sad as it is even asking that, it's something which would help. But I suppose until the next time I can do stuff, I'm probably going to do Rayman in the meantime. But again, that won't necessarily be daily, because apart from the fact if I want to play through the other games to get them back up to scratch and all of that, I don't think I would want to play Rayman daily. I'm probably not even going to record it until at least tomorrow. And even then, it's, well, am I going to edit it in the evening as well? Maybe. So yeah, till next time, I guess.